Hey guys, a casual fan here. So I'm sure all of us are aware of the news that Tyson Fury and Vladimir Klitschko are not going to be getting in the ring together, which kind of it. I don't know. It sucks on depending on whose side of the fence you're on. Okay, me personally, I wasn't necessarily looking forward to this fight, but I knew that it needed to happen. I had no complaints with the fight whatsoever. I think that it's definitely one of those fights that are meaningful because when you have someone that's been a champion for as long as Klitschko, in my opinion, you deserve a rematch against the guy that you lost to. He's been a very dominant champion. He's been a good champion, despite what we feel about, despite what you may feel about his quote unquote boring fighting style. He's Vladimir Klitschko has defended his belts for quite a while now, and I have nothing but respect for him, and clearly Tyson Fury has respect for him, which is why he decided to have a rematch with them. However, this is probably what the third postponement cancellation thing that we've heard of. I think we've been around this run around like what 2 or 3 times now. So at this point, I'm not really interested in seeing the fight whatsoever. I'm okay with just with us walking away with just thinking that Tyson Fury is the better of the two. Me personally, again, it depends on what side of the fence you're on. If you're depending on how pissed you are about this fight not happening. Me personally, I could care less because the thing about it is when I saw the fight, let's be honest, guys, the first fight that was a boring fight. That was a very boring fight. I couldn't even finish watching that fight. That's how boring it was. I didn't even go back and try to look at I haven't. It's been like a year now, and I haven't looked back on YouTube to see if I can find some highlights or nothing. I just four rounds, I was done. I couldn't watch it. If you think Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao was boring, you need to watch the first fight between Tyson Fury and Vladimir Klitschko. That was probably one of the boring matches I've seen in my entire life. All right, and I'm not. I respect both of these fighters, but let's just be honest. It's called what it is. It was boring. All right, now. Do I want to see a rematch between the two? No, because again, the fight was boring. I'm okay with the verdict. Okay, I'm okay with Tyson Fury winning that. From what I saw, if I remember correctly, it looked like Tyson Fury was getting the better of him. He was the more poised one. But again, I only watched like 4 rounds. Okay, I'm not I'm not one to judge, but I could not sit through that fight any longer. Now my thing about you know, again, if you're, I just hate the fact that these two. I mean, Tyson Fury is a title holder, right? And it's been probably a full year, probably a whole 12 months, and he still hasn't had a fight between the time he fought Klitschko. That doesn't make sense to me. Okay, what I want to see happen right now is even if they were to have the rematch today, I would like to see Tyson Fury get stripped of those titles. Okay, there's other people that are kind of clamoring to grab a hold of that gold belt. I mean, the gold. I'm not gold, whatever leather belt. Look at Luis Ortiz. He's down there. He doesn't even have a real championship around his waist. He deserves to have that leather strapped around his waist or shoulder, wherever he wants to put it. I think that I think that those belts need to be swiped away from Tyson Fury because, I mean, come on, man. 2, 3 postponements. That's ridiculous. All right, that's Wahala. Okay, we can't we wait a full year to see Tyson Fury defend his belt against Vladimir Klitschko in a rematch. If you can't even give us that, then why can't you give us, just another fight, just to hold on to that belt? That's a full year. I've seen other fighters get stripped for far less. All right, Tyson Fury. I think I enjoy his personality. I think he's very good for the heavyweight division, but I don't think he deserves the belt at this current time, in my opinion. I just don't. I love to see there, but I'd love to see one of these other guys get a shot at that title. Sorry, this is the perfect time for stripping of that belt, and then two people just kind of tussling for that vacant championship. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm a little sick, but yeah, the heavyweight division, man, it's stacked. It's such a shame that it's kind of been stalled out this year because of the inactivity of these two fighters. It's crazy how much of an impact Vladimir Klitschko and Tyson Fury had, because they haven't really fought. Granted, Deontay Wilder he injured his hand earlier this year. I think he busted a metacarpal, if I'm not mistaken. But me personally, I'm really not expecting him. Nor do I want to see him back in the ring until probably late last year, late next year. Sorry, because A busted metacarpal, nothing to play with. Believe me, I've had that before, and it's not fun. Having a puncher's break, not fun at all. Does not feel good, and you don't really, your hand does not really feel the same until I don't know, man. It doesn't. It like I remember, like for me, like when it would rain, it was weird. Like my hand would start hurting, and it just your hand doesn't feel the same until like give it like a year. So I'm not expecting Deontay Wilder to come back until late next year. Just that's just me personally. Nor do I care to see him back. I mean, look at what happened to Floyd Mayweather. He busted his metacarpal, and his hands he never been the same since probably I don't know. I can't remember the last time I seen him not complain about his hands. I mean, seriously, his hands have been busting up. If you think about it, in his last 6 fights, 3 of those 6 times, Guerrero, Canelo, and Andre Berto, his hands busted up. I mean, like I think he'd have like a surgery or something every single time after the fight. So I mean, it is what it is. I think that Deontay Wilder needs to really take time to nurse that hand. But yeah, that's just my whole thoughts. I don't know why I got so off topic, but these are my thoughts on the Tyson Fury versus Wladimir Klitschko fight. I just hope that whatever the nonsense is about, they get it straight away very quickly. But I really want to see Tyson Fury get stripped of those belts. I just don't think that he deserves those belts at this current time. But anyway, I'm a casual fan. I'm not an expert on the sport, but you guys know what I always say. You don't have to be an expert to give your opinion on something. So with that being said, take it easy. I'll be back with some more shit later.